Alright, so something different today. I just picked this up from Aldi. I saw another reviewer, his mum had recommended it, and I just by chance was at Aldi today and needed lunch. So I thought I would give this one a go. So this is Aldi's specially selected prosciutto, cotto and fungi pizza. Sounds super fancy and it looks pretty good, and Greg's Kitchen thought it was pretty good. So what I thought I'd do is not modify it at all. I'm very tempted to put extra ingredients on it, but what I'm going to do is pretty much just try and give it its best chance in the cooking department. So I've fired up the kettle and I'm going to cook it using a bit of wood, and I think I've got some cherry there. So first of all, let's have a little bit of it. This is 12 bucks. We've got, that's the truffle mayo, and then that's the pizza itself. So we've got obviously prosciutto, which looks a bit more ham-like than prosciutto that I'm used to. It's not particularly well made, but it has travelled. So I'm going to just give it a little bit of a jiggle up and try and get everything sitting on it a bit nicer. And then we're going to cook it in the kettle on this little peel here for the moment. So the base is obviously already essentially somewhat cooked, and then obviously the ingredients on top. Big chunks of cheese, more mushrooms than Sweeney's ever gave me. And we'll just move a bit of cheese around. So it's pretty much on like a garlicky base. No tomato sauce, which is cool. They did have another one there that was had pepperoni and stuff, but I thought I'll review the same one that Grego thought was pretty good. And I just want to see if cooking it, giving it a little bit extra love in the cooking department is going to give it a better shot. So let's head on over to the kettle. So let's quickly go through what's going on here. So before I take the lid off, I've preheated it, and that's up to what, about 410 Fahrenheit, 200 and just over 200 Celsius. I've just got one chimney worth of weather briquettes, and then I've preheated a stone. All right, so I'm going to just set the camera up here while I get sorted. Alrighty. The sun's not good, is it? Anyway, I get the idea. So I'm going to whack that straight onto preheated stone, and then this is cherry wood. This is what I'm hoping is going to give it that next bit of flavour profile. So I'm just going to chuck them down on top of the fire, one on each side, so you can see the setup there. So I've got a basket on each side, completely full baskets, preheated stone, and we'll shut the lid and we'll come back shortly. So I was just having a look, quick Google, because I've never heard of prosciutto cotto before. The cotto bit it's a cooked prosciutto, so that's why it looked a little bit different than what I'm used to, which is your regular cured prosciutto. Fungi, obviously, fancy word for mushrooms. Anyway, let's have a little bit of an inspection. So we're still sitting at that same temp. Let's have a look. Oh, it's looking pretty good. It does look pretty good. Let's just put the lid back. I need need to see this cheese melt a little bit more. Yeah. Let's give it a little spin. So, yeah, probably about halfway, I reckon. Might have been a bit heavy on the smoke, but we continue to wait. Alright, so it's been about 20 minutes, which at that temperature, on the packaging said 10 minutes at that temperature, but we opened it once to have a bit of an inspection before, didn't we? So, sounds about right. Let's have a look. Ready? Alright, lid down. Alright, so it looks really good. Cheese is melted. You can see, you know, that sort of colouring from the smoke. So let's cut it up and have a look. All right. Close the kettle down. Alrighty. So obviously we need to cut right through it. So I have a bit of a shout out to Chef Supply Co, who gifted me this knife a couple of years ago. Absolute beautiful knife. Right, so remember, I didn't add any other flavors to it, which I was super tempted to, you know, dress it up, but really the idea here is how can we just give it some good love in the cook. Oh, I forgot the mayo. All right, so putting that on a pre-cut pizza, that's okay. Truffle mayo. All right. So let's see if Greg and Greg's mum are onto a thing here. All right, so let's have a look. Oh, it's cut. It's cut. No point deduction. Obviously, this pizza doesn't fall into the judging criteria that I normally do, but it looks pretty good. So for $12, you can fire up something like this at home. Let's have a look. We need to dissect. All right, let's just, where do we start? Ingredients. So mushies. Sorry, what do they call them? Fungies. Fungi. Yeah, they're not bad. I mean, they've got a lot of the smoky flavour. It's the main thing I'm tasting. Yeah, they're good. A little bit rubbery texture, but that's okay. Like I've said before, mushrooms aren't really my thing. This is the prosciutto. Oh, that's good. Yeah, prosciutto's nice. How can it not be? And then you got the truffle mayo. Really good. Not everyone likes truffle, but I do. And then the cheese. Got that nice bit of stretch to it. Fior di latte mozzarella or something like that. Not bad, not bad. So, and then you've got no sauce, it's just sort of a bit of a herb base. If you bought that at a restaurant or a takeaway, you'd be pretty happy. So the fact that you can buy that at Aldi, throw it in the oven and have a really good pizza for $12, that's a good thing. So the base, well, it's fine. It's held that bit of char that it already sort of had, but it's not floppy, quite thin. I've got a crunch on it. The smoke from that cherry wood. All up, this is gold. Great lunch. So yeah, get into Aldi. I'm not going to give it a score. I'm just going to say it's good. That's it. No bad pizza. Get on it.